Yo, what's going on, bro?
What up? It's another Monday. It's the last Monday. It's the last Monday of Black History Month.
Coming. What?
It's the last Monday of Black History Month, 2023.
Yo, I don't think we're talking enough about this.
It's February 27th. We are here.
It feels like it went by too quick.
I know.
I know,
right? I know, right? I think that is by design. I do think that's by design.
Oh, you know it is. 100% you know it is.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Trying to crack this beer open so I can join you in the post weekend. What's up, Keisha? Keisha's back. I guess she got her Facebook is finally letting her know that we're live again. I think Keisha's Facebook wouldn't let her be great for a little bit. So welcome back. What's up, Mama? How are you doing?
Hey, my mom's in there. Hey, Mom.
Yeah, no, it was good to see the fam this weekend, bro. Obviously, Ram Dollar turned 1. So kudos to the baby girl.
I know. It came so quickly.
It did.
I can't believe it. It just was like, what? You out here walking and stuff, and then she turned 1 out of nowhere. It was everything. It was a great party.
Too much. It's too much. I feel like it's too much. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm ready for this, but okay, she's growing up. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's 1 to 21, bro. 1 to 21.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Nope.
Hey, in a couple years, you're gonna reminisce on this birthday party as you're walking her down the aisle.
No, don't do that. Nope. Foul on the play. Foul on the field. That was a flagrant. Nope. Flag on the play. Nope.
Hey, man. It goes by quick, bro.
Somebody walks up and says, I would like to marry your daughter. I'm going to be like, who? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? That's crazy. You chirping. I don't even know how that goes. You know what I mean?
Like, Remy, who's this guy?
Who is this? What are you talking about? No, I'm not ready for that.
You don't even want to entertain the conversation, huh?
No. I just hang up. I would just hang up or just turn around and walk away. They'd be like this. Oh, Mr. Claymore, I'd like to talk to you about your daughter. Nope.
Yo,
No.
man. No. I love no, real talk though, man. We were talking in pre-show. So I got for those who don't know, got Remy a doll. Beautiful, it's called Beautiful Curly Me. Um, and it's made by this young black entrepreneur. I think the young lady might be like 10 years old. But anyway, her story is that she was in the store like most little girls, and she said, mommy, none of the dolls look like me, right? They don't have my hair, they don't look like me. And so her mom asked her, or I think she said, I want to change that. And her mom was like, well, how are you going to do that? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to make my own doll. Super young girl, right? And so she has now created this line of black dolls called Beautiful Curly Me. And all of the dolls come with, African American hair, really, really great skin complexion. And then they also come with a puzzle that has words of affirmation for black girls on it. So that's what I got Remy for her birthday. And they sent me a picture of her playing with the doll, and I was like I'm talking about
Got a little misty eye.
fam. I was like, oh, I saw that picture. I was like, tug on the heart. So yes, I agree with you that she is not allowed to get married.
She's just not. Just shut it down. The present I got her. I gotta big up the company. There's a company called Wonderbly that allowed me to create Remy as a character in the Alice in Wonderland story.
Shut up.
And then replace it. It was at the party. It's a Remy in Wonderland, and it was like her throughout the whole story. And they did a bunch of stuff with like remembering her name and what her name means and all that stuff. So it was fantastic. I got to big them up because then you can reuse that character over and over again for other stories. Like Remy learns to potty, right? Or Remy starts school, all that stuff. So I love that type of stuff, man. So being able to craft out her own books and along with positive stories like this about affirmations or reflecting herself, I think are so important as she grows older and walks in her own power. You know what I mean? So
I done already pulled the website up, bro. I'm about to go ahead and get a couple books for my own kid.
Hey man, I highly would suggest it for anybody because it allows you to create that character and then use that character in a whole bunch of different stuff. So.
I done already seen the one. This one called I Am James Asaurus.
Yeah,
we changing that immediately to We Are Avery Asaurus.
Hey, if they're down for a sponsorship, I would definitely endorse them because they like. If I showed you the book, it's a high quality book. It is like
no. I'm already on the website. Hold on. Let me pull this up because, hey, just know that if you, I don't. Well, first off, two things. I don't come to baby showers, and I traditionally don't come to kids' birthday parties. This weekend kind of broke all those rules, but it was for Remy. So, for future reference, if you invite me to your child's birthday party and or your personal baby shower, I will not be there, but I will send a gift. And know that that gift is probably going to be something from this Wonderbly site because it is pretty dope. So, yeah, those are my rules. Don't come to parties. Don't come. You can ask my wife. I don't know if she's watching yet. I didn't go to my own kids' baby showers, neither one of them. Not doing it. So there's nothing you can say that makes me, that'll change my mind.
You won't hear me trying to change your mind about that because, I get it. It's a lot going on at this kid's.
Chantel, even if there's alcohol present, I will not be there. I brought alcohol to Remy's birthday party. I brought it myself. I brought alcohol to Coop's first birthday party.
He did.
I'm not coming, and there's not anything that anyone can say or do to change the fact that I just ain't coming. So anyway, Candace, I see you watching. I want to buy this for Avery. Carrie said we can personalize these books. So
let me show you. I'm gonna share mine real quick.
All right, boy.
Y'all can see it. Hold on.
You sharing? We
Yeah,
stop talking. You know, people get worried.
there you go. Can you see
Yep.
that?
I freaking love that.
So it created Remy as a character. She's all throughout the book. So, and
Yeah,
this is
I'm-
little Remy as
I'm
and if you
running that up tonight.
and if you remember, her dress kind of matched this as
It
well.
did.
So,
It did.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I would
running that
highly
up tonight.
suggest it for
Trust
anybody.
me. We
Yeah.
about to run that up. Candace, go ahead and go to the website and get that queued up because we getting that tonight for the little dude. That's
Plug
dope.
in all that stuff. Do it so that so your kids can have their own book. So
That's
they can
dope.
read about
That's dope.
themselves.
That's dope. That's dope. So yeah. So hey, if you invite me to your kid's birthday party and or baby shower, I'm getting them a book that has them in it, but I will not be there. So I'll probably just ship it straight to you. So there
Right.
you go.
Best way to do it. Thinking about future presents. Everyone gonna get their own book.
Hear about it. Hey man,
next
what you drinking?
I'm drinking majority of water today, but I do have a little bit. It was a weekend, so I have something off to the side, a little bit of bullet in there. And yeah. What about you? What you got?
Same beer from
Beer,
last
beer.
week.
Hey.
Yeah, just I wanted something easy. I just, like we're gonna do this hard hour.
Right.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit the bed.
I hear you, man. It's just 2023 is tiring. It's like 2023, it just hits different. I don't know what it is about it yet. So yeah, I'm tired too, though. So
hey man, well, since we're here, bro, let's just go ahead and jump into today's convo.
Hey, so today's convo is a callback to last week. So last week, if you tuned in, we hit a bunch of stuff towards the end of the show. Show went over an hour, as expected. This is what we do, right? And we kind of came to this place where we said, what about code switching? And we said it was too much for today. We got to move that over to next week. So here we are. So code switching. Jeff, you want to tee us off, man?
Yeah, man. So like, I think I forgot what even brought it up last week, bro. We was just in this space of just talking about how it's hard to be authentically yourself in these work environments. And we, and really just jumped into, can we change that narrative now that we're in leadership positions, or what does that look like? For those who don't, I'm pretty sure anybody that's watching already understands and knows what code switching is, but just the mental exhaustion of being Black in a work environment where you can't show up as yourself. So I think that kind of framed out what we had started to jump into last week. And we were like, yo, we doing too much diving as
we normally do.
That's a whole another hour worth of episodes. So we were like, let's just run that back next week and see what's popping.
It'd be interesting for me to get a read from our audience.
Dope.
How many of you guys engage in code switching, actively engage in code switching, say at least multiple times a week, you find yourself having to consciously edit what you're talking about to fit the space that you're in. Right?
Can I amend that? Because I feel like so much of code switching is always built around what we say.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I want to throw, for me, I think code switching today for us is what we say, how we wear our hair, how we dress when we're at work. And I think code switching is all of it now. And I think the narrow definition has always been, switching up our language and how we speak in our work environments or in white spaces to make people feel comfortable. But I would argue that today it's probably a little bit deeper than just how we talk, and it's probably more about us, just everything about us.
Yeah, if you do any of that, if you live edit yourself to fit into the space, hit that like button, hit the like button. Let's see if people.
I see Carrie throwing in the podcast terminology, right? Like if you code switch, hit the like button and share.
I'm just saying. We got to get some engagement. I want to see how people do. I'm seeing some likes. I'm seeing some engagement here. I'm seeing it.
To be a show that's so young, man, we do traditionally get a lot of comments, and maybe that's the
Right.
interactiveness of the show. But no, we got some comments coming in. My wife said Les now is a business owner since most of her clients are Black, but occasionally it creeps in. Candace, I'd be intrigued to know, do you feel the need to change how you speak or how you respond or act with some of your clients who are in a different age demographic as you?
Yeah, so I think this is how this ended up becoming a thing last week, right? We were talking about even mentorship in the office and how there's a bit of a changeover from the generation before us, our generation, and the next group coming in, right? On what's appropriate and how that's appropriate. Like there was a point I do remember kind of referencing someone saying, or I've referenced how the advice given to me was cut your beard, cut your mustache, take all the facial hair off before you go out and interview, and that being a thing. But for these younger generations, it's like tats all up here kind of deal. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, all right, it doesn't look like this is a thing anymore, or full sleeves or anything like that.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. And
It's interesting. So Keisha
yeah,
said when I'll put it back up on the screen for everybody.
yeah.
She said she doesn't have to much anymore, but she still live edits when she's meeting with C-suites at the hospital. And just seeing that written makes me exhausted, right? To think I have to think about what I'm going to say in a span of before it hits my mouth, live edit it to make sure that it's comfortable to someone else's ears, and just how exhausting that has to be to live edit yourself. It sucks ass and it's crazy.
I mean, I made the mistake of just today at work. I said the word dope about something. I was like, oh, that's dope. And they were like, oh, whoa. And I was like, you can't say dope at work? I mean, like, they were like, no, like, I've never heard that used in a professional setting. And I was like, I didn't know we were being professional right now. I thought we were just talking about how things were going or something. But apparently, you can't say dope like that anymore. So,
All right, so Chantel, another one. For those who don't know, Chantel actually joined the show last year.
right.
This month, maybe. Was it last month? Maybe it was like right after Black History Month last year. She was talking about this. But anyway, so boom, great comment. She said it took a lot of self-work, knowing your self-worth and really embracing your authentic self in all spaces. Super dope comment. For me, it came up a little bit today in a positive way. We have an event tomorrow, and we were talking about, what the dress code was for the org, for the people that are coming from the org. And so for me, I made the point. I said, I'm going to wear some sneakers, right? I'm starting to, get into this sneaker thing. And so I was like, you know what? I feel like that's who I am and who I'm becoming. And so I'm probably going to rock a pair of sneakers. Hadn't figured out the rest of the fit, but I said, I told the staff, I told our leadership group, I was like, I think we have to get to a place where the people we interact with, if they meet me in two different settings, they don't look at me as two different people. Like who they see tomorrow at this event with, donors, volunteers, prospective business partners, who they see tomorrow, whether it's dress and tone or dress in the way I speak, is the same person they would meet if they saw me on site at insert school, or if they saw me out for coffee with my family or saw me at the park, right? Like they can't keep meeting different versions of me. And so I was like, I said, I'm going to show up how I am. And me saying that, you could see like the sigh of relief come over other leaders' faces. Like, okay, well, if Jeff going to show up the way he want to, right? Like as a woman, ain't nobody telling you to show up to work in no pantyhose no more. So like, why can't I show up with sneakers on and a nice tee or whatever? So anyway, I say all that to say, for me personally, I think I'm a work in progress, and I still struggle with trying to figure out who I will allow myself to be in these public spaces.
Yeah, see, I think the thing that I struggle with sometimes it's that I think I worry about the message being lost and the perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you got such a problem with me wearing sneakers that prevents you from hearing the message, right? Then I don't have a problem switching up the sneakers. But I would hold that as an asterisk and say it does chip away a little bit at who I authentically am in that moment, right?
Yeah.
Because now I'm no longer my whole authentic self. I'm my whole authentic self, remembering I can't wear the sneakers I want to wear, right? And that's a weight. It carries like a weight. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's such as like even when you verbally code switch the language use that you do, it's like you're actively thinking one thing and saying something different, and that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I think what I want to do for myself is give myself the space to, if I want to wear sneakers, I'll wear sneakers. If I want to come in a full suit, I'll come in a full suit.
Right.
But it's my
Like
decision.
yes,
And
exactly.
but I think some of it also has, from my perspective, being in the nonprofit space, is that if me wearing sneakers, or if me wearing a shirt that says Black History Month on it, causes you any kind of angst as a donor, then I don't think, then so there's two things. I think then for me, I have confidence enough in myself that I know I can hopefully replace you as a donor.
Right.
But two, is that the kind of person that I want around the organization? Because if you're willing to use me wearing sneakers as a carrot, or as a thing to say I'm not going to give to the organization, then what happens when we want to speak out vocally as an organization around an issue that matters? And you say, I'm going to withhold my dollars because I don't, if you say this, I'm going to withhold. And so I
Right.
think what we have to do is, specifically in the nonprofit space, is have the courage. If we can't have the courage to stand up and be who we are as people, how
Right.
can we allow the organization to be who the organization is and stand on mission work if we can't be authentically who we are? So I think that's the struggle, or the tension that I'm feeling as I grow into myself, is am I comfortable with that narrative? Am I willing to let a donor go based on me wearing sneakers to an event? And I think I'm getting to the place where I am.
Let me ask you this, and this is just a general question to everyone that's tuned in. How comfortable are you with your self definition, with your definition of self?
That's a good question. Can I get more? Give me more. Give me more. Tell me
Not
more.
now. Like I think constantly the challenge that I kind of run into is that who I was yesterday isn't who I am today. I'm
Hmm.
constantly growing, changing. Today I might like suits, tomorrow I might hate them. You know what I mean? I might like Jordans, I might not. You know what I mean? It's always this constant kind of redefinition of who I am, that I hate being branded something that doesn't line up with that motion, right? That fixates or statically defines me and says that's who you are, right? You are. So, like as you were saying, like giving that space to wear a suit or wear sneakers, I constantly feel less and less comfort with people that are like, "Oh, I never knew you were someone that wears hoodies. Why are you trying to define me?" You know what I mean? Why why are you so caught up in defining who I am? I'm a fluid person. I am who I am, all that I am. You know what I mean?
in this
So
moment.
so I'm always curious of how comfortable people are in their own skin with whether that's the idea of who you are or who you actually are,
I
or
mean,
maybe that gap in between. You know what I
I'd be
mean?
more comfortable with a little bit more hair on top, right?
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't, I saw a picture. Candace got a picture of me and Xavier in her phone from when Xavier was Avery's age, so 3. So this is 6 years ago, and it was a
Right.
little bit more full in this little region right here. And
Right.
I'm like, damn, I used to have hair,
It's
and
only
so
on reflection.
like
Yeah.
that 40 creeping up on you, boy, man. And so I think that I don't know if it's 40. I don't know if it's me, losing hair or what it is, but I mean, I think that has caused some angst around, like, all right, who are you? Your boy back in college used to be the dude who had the waves from front to back, man. The
But
waves were
again,
crisp.
but I get, so not to get to like hunky dory, like kumbaya-ish, right? What would it be like if you never defined yourself as someone who had hair and was losing it, and instead was a bald-headed man with bald hair?
Hey, bro. So
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
you. I think the problem is part. So part of my identity as a young African American male, right? When Waves was popping back in the day, your
Right.
boy invested in all of the things that brought
Yeah, the
waves.
360s. Yeah,
Yeah, the do rag, the stocking cap, the Dax hair
right,
grease, it all. And even through college, it was like, yo, like Jeff is going to have a nice haircut. He's gonna have his hair tight. Never was a dude that could grow facial hair. And so now, right, fast forward, all of these things that from behind you have also somewhat defined you as part of who you are and who you think you are. And so now to have those things change is like, ugh.
but isn't there incredible power in that though? Like
If
the
you're comfortable with the
redefinition.
change.
But even if you're not comfortable in the change, it's even more. It seems like it's more empowering than it is devaluing. You know?
If I had a regular shaped head as it relates to my hair, then yes, I would be like, you know what? If it falls off, it falls off. But
I don't know,
with
man. It's just
with the
like
head
I
hump and the dip, it's like, "Ugh, you ain't got a
or
bald head.
but you know what I'm. But you get what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's someone that's watching you that you will never see. You might not ever know this person is watching you. That also has a jacked up head shape, and it's like my man came out and he had all the confidence. He had all the confidence. I
Hey,
got confidence now to rock it. You know what I mean?
hey, my
Like,
man, my man sitting on the sideline watching that ain't never gonna see the struggle.
right. If you saw a picture of me, I don't know. There's nobody's on the episode that is. My mom is probably she could test. She could probably testify to this. In high school, right? S curls were hot. S curls were in. Everybody had an S curl
Hold on,
of the church. Right.
hold on. We the same
Look,
age.
look,
We are the same age.
In New Jersey, S
Oh,
curls was
thank you.
like a
Throw the
poppin' thing.
caveat of New Jersey, because
So,
in
so
Georgia they were not hot.
people had S curls. They also had like a little Brooklyn fade. And my god sister, this was probably going into senior year, said, "Oh, I'm gonna give you an S curl," but she kept it in too long, right? So instead of it being like this real curl kind of joint, it just looked like straight. It looked crazy, right? And she was like, "Well, maybe I can go on and put some beeswax in there and it give it a little curl back, right?" So she put beeswax in my hair, right? Then she was like, "But you need some gel, or maybe that'd do it," right? So she put gel in it. It looked like my hair was on fire, right?
Hold on.
If I
Where's
pulled
Mama?
up,
I need
if I
Mama and or Tal to send
right,
me a picture of this.
if I
Mama and
pulled up, if I pulled up my senior class photo, it's in our yearbook. And like if Danielle was in here, I would challenge her to go pull that picture up. But here's the deal, right? So it looked crazy as hell. And I like my sister was freaking out about it. She was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I ruined your hair all the way. It's all jacked up." I went to school like that. Like a month later, I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing it." And they were like, "But no one's gonna like that. Like people gonna make fun of you." I was like, "Let them make fun of me." You know how many other things they can possibly make fun of me about? I really do not care for the most. And I rocked my hair like that for most of the year. No lie,
anyway,
right? People thought I was crazy, but there was something incredibly powerful in being like, I'm above it. I'm out of it. You know what I mean? I'm not in the loop. You know, I'm just doing me. And like somehow I think as an adult, I've lost pieces of that because I got too
interesting.
caught up in it.
What?
You know what I mean?
Okay, so let me ask you a follow up. What has changed about you as an adult versus you as the, I won't say carefree, but the
Hey,
less caring?
there go my mom saying she said it looked jacked up, but I
Hey,
definitely
Mama,
rocked.
hold on, Mama. Hey, can you text me a picture? I promise I won't share it with nobody. I just, in the days that I get down, I just want to go back to that moment.
I wish I had it. I wish I had it right in front of me because I would have showed it to you.
Man, oh, trust we gonna get it between Mama or Tal or Danielle. We gonna come up with that picture because
Somebody got that photo and it looks
somebody's
super
got it.
crazy.
Let
It's
me tell you,
in
like
Campbell
I
High's
appreciate the
yearbook.
fact that we grew up in a time with no social media.
Right, exactly. Right. So I ain't take no pics of that man. Everybody was like, "You
Hey,
tripping?"
that's how you know she love you.
But I mean, but honestly, it was the case that was like, I don't know. You asked like what changed? I don't know. I don't know. But it's the same thing. I just recognize the same DNA in that sense of like when I'm in a space, how much do I convince myself I must assimilate into that space, right? Instead of being like, I'm that same person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the frustrations that might come up long term by trying to assimilate into a culture, into a space, just for the fact of assimilating being one of the many, is eats away a little bit at you over bit by bit until you barely recognize that you never really like doing these things. It's just the best of the worst things to come. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And if you could get back to that energy, would you? Right? What would that be like? What does that mean for Cooper? What does that mean for my kids? What does it mean for Remy? The power to be undefined, right? I think there's something incredibly powerful about that, but it's also weird. I haven't really worked all that out yet. So
Yeah, I think like a lot of things, it's a work in progress.
it is. It is. I was just looking. I'm gonna look and see if I can find it. If I can find it, then I'll definitely share it with you. But it was some pretty crazy stuff. So
I mean, so for you, as we get back and we think through code switching in the workplace or code switching wherever, how do you navigate that now at work?
I don't know, man. So I will tell you this, that every job that I've ever interviewed for, we have like a very authentic conversation about who I am and what I can do and what I won't do. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can do XYZ, but if you're looking for me to do 1, 2, 3, you got the wrong person. I want you to go find whatever you're looking for because I don't want you to bring me in and think you can change me into being that person. That's not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If you can get beyond sometimes that I make up words and the things that I'm talking about, or if you can get past some of those things and just hear what I'm saying, then maybe this is the right fit. Because I guarantee you, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm knowledgeable about where I'm coming from because that matters. But if you're all about the package, and when some people need that, then maybe that's not for you today.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
I think from a work perspective, the first job I had out of college probably the good that I took from the job from a business practice standpoint, how to run organization, how to set up organization, all of the tangible skills that you learn from a job, I probably took more from that job than any other job. But I will say that that job probably did the largest number on defining or trying to define who I was as an employee and what I look like, what I dress like, what I sounded like, the car I drive. It probably impacted me the most, and it's taken the longest to undo those things. Right? Like
Right.
blue suit, white shirt, red or blue tie, conservative, plain socks, brown shoes, conservative. And so, hey, don't drive a car that's too fancy because we don't want people to think that, we're a rich organization, kind of like, yo. And so when you're, what was I, 22, coming into that job 22, right? Like that really did a number on, okay, cool. Like this is my first job. This is the corporate environment. This is what we're
Right.
supposed to be, right?
Right.
Sacrifice who you are. We're wearing pleated pants, cuffs at the bottom, I mean, capital C conservative, in every aspect of who you were. If you're familiar with Social Circle, like, hey, you have to be able to go down the social circle and make people feel comfortable. God
Mhm.
forbid that the person that I was not able to make people feel comfortable. No, no, no. You have
Right.
to conform to this image that is, Boy Scouts, to so that people will give to the organization and join the organization. They aren't going to be comfortable with who you naturally are as a person. Um, and so really spending 8 years in that environment, it's taken a toll, and
Yeah.
it's been hell. Now I won't say hell because hell it ain't been that hard, but it's from a work professionalism perspective, it's taken time to really break the mold of that way of thinking.
Mm. We getting deep. We getting
Like
deep
even
to
to the point where, so I bought my Acura. I don't know, Candace, when did I buy that Acura? 4 years ago, maybe? Yeah, probably 4 years ago now. And I'm sitting walking around the dealership, right? And I'm like, yo, okay, we're doing okay. I work hard. I'm getting rid of the 3 years ago. I'm getting rid of the GMC Terrain. I want something that has a little bit of luxury to it. So at this time I'm at Partnership Against Domestic Violence. And I'm like, all right, I can't get anything that's too nice because I don't want people to think that. And so I called a couple board members that I was really close to at PADV, and they were all like, "What the hell are you talking about, boy? Get what dude, get what you want." Like they were like, like hell, if you want to drive, if like we're on the board, we know what you make, right?
right.
If you and your family are doing well enough for you to drive a Mercedes, get a damn Mercedes. But like, and it was so interesting to hear somebody break that way of thinking. Still ended
Right.
up getting Acura, right? Like, yo, your boy was like, hey, can I get this Mercedes? I was like, I can't really afford no Mercedes. Oh, can I get this BMW? Can I afford it? But that's pretty much a reach. So that's probably not the right car either. We're gonna go ahead and get this Acura. But in my mind, I was still like, yo, like I can't work, I can't work for a nonprofit organization and drive this BMW or drive this Mercedes or whatever the case may be. And even hearing them say, get the whatever the hell you want to, we know what you make and we don't care. Like hearing it still, I couldn't get over that those 8 years I spent in that other environment to get the quote unquote car I wanted.
It is a game
So I'm
changer.
happy with the car, by the way, but still, like it now I won't say rocked me. Candace will tell you, like it takes me forever in hell to make decisions. And
Right.
so it took me forever to pull the trigger on buying this car because I'm going back and forth. Like, yo, do I get this Volkswagen? Dude, this little Lexus over here, real nice. You
Right.
know,
Right.
get the Acura. So, because it's like, luxury finishes, it's still an Acura. So it's crazy, bro. Like working for 8 years in that environment was super. It has been hard to break, that being authentic in the workplace, and so you're talking about. I left the Boy Scouts in. Let's see, I think I started there in 05. So maybe 2010, 2000. No, probably 2011. I left Boy Scouts in 2011. And so it's taken a long time to really be comfortable in the workplace being who you are.
Mm.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's
I don't
crazy.
know. It is crazy when you start thinking about it, man.
So yeah. So I mean, but Chantel, thank you. I'm humble. I'll receive it. Some people say I am, others will say I'm not. I think it's my humbleness is probably on a situation by situation basis.
Yeah, man.
Not
I
like
mean, I think you're humble. I think you're a humble guy.
Oh yeah,
On
yeah.
on
Thank you. See, she go. You didn't have to say nothing else. You don't have to caveat it. Just say I'm humble. You don't have to say nothing else. Now you try to tear me down. No,
no, I
man, but
think that's
it's been a journey. Like, I mean, it has legitimately been a journey to, I won't say it's this long lasting journey of self discovery, right? I don't think I'll get that deep with it. But it just makes you wonder. It's not unsettling. It makes you wonder where you're going, and yeah, where you're going, what the rest of this looks like.
yeah, it's I think it's something that we're gonna keep searching for in
One
our
hundred
role.
percent.
You know what I mean?
Hey, what NBA All Star game you talking about? The NBA All Star game was like last week or 2 weeks ago now.
Was it 2 weeks ago? Is
I think
time
it
going
was
by
about
that
a week
quick?
and a half ago. We didn't even talk. We don't think we even talked about. I mean, that's one hell of a treat. Dane got us on one hell of a time, but I don't think we talked about the dunk count. We didn't talk
Yeah,
about the All Star game at all.
he switched it up. He switched it up on
Yeah,
us.
Daniel is quick for making us do the hard transition. Like no cut to commercial break. Daniel's like, what about the NBA All Star game?
Yeah. No, no, no. I'm still trying to find this photo. That's what I'm
Bro,
looking for.
you
Is
ain't
that
gonna
sad?
find. I say, all right, go find the yearbook later, and then just tweet out the or just drop it on IG.
If I find it, if I find it, I'll send it to y'all. But I don't. I doubt highly that I'll be posting it on any type of social media.
Oh, I'm gonna give
Just
you if your boy get it, it's going up. I'm just letting y'all know. If your boy get it, it's going up.
nah. I doubt highly that I'm gonna be sharing that because it is a space where we've moved on from.
Hey man, be comfortable in who you are and who you were.
Oh, I'm very comfortable in that. It's just we ain't going back there. So. Matter of fact, I think I just found it. So let's see if I can somehow pull this up. Hold on one second.
All right, here we
And
go.
I'll
Here we
pull
go.
it up very quickly.
Are y'all ready?
Hold on. Where did it go? How does this go? There it is. Hold on. Sent. Okay.
Here we go.
Nope. Where? Oh, there it is.
All right, you
This
ready?
is Hold on. I gotta wait now. You're trying to rush me now.
Dear Lord.
Hold on. There it
is. This is me prepping. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I don't see nothing.
No, so I don't know. It's not working. No. Hold on. Let's try again.
You got the streets waiting. We gave up 3 valuable minutes for this picture.
I gave up. I'm sorry. It's the streets. The streets won't let me be great.
All right, so we're gonna get this picture, man, and we gonna roll. We're gonna keep pushing through, man.
Yeah. I'll send it to you later.
But no, I think this is a good convo, man. I think we're probably at that stopping point, at least for this conversation. Exactly. See, Chantel, she want to see it. The streets want to see it now.
People want to see it. I don't know why people want to see it. The
streets want to see it, man.
I just texted to you anyway. So.
Oh, you free? You sent it to me?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Hey, no shame. I'm just not putting it up on social media. All right, you gonna make it.
All right, hey, how do I do this?
I was trying to make it happen as a.
Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out. Hold on.
You ain't gonna figure it out. Let me see if we can do this.
Let's see. You ain't gonna figure it out. All right, let's see if we can do this because I got the picture.
You can't do it. I can't do it.
I need this to work. All right.
I don't know, man. Jeff can't figure it out. It's all good.
No. Hold on. Don't stop my shine.
Yeah.
Yes. I see what's going wrong. All right. I see what's. All right, we're gonna figure this out. Anyway, let's keep the party going. Anyway. I don't want to slow.
Anyway,
I don't want to stop the shine.
Hey man, you want to do our favorite part of the show?
Hey, let's jump into hero villain. You go first so I can get this picture going up though.
Heroes, villains. Let's see. This week, who are my heroes? Who are my villains? Hero, potential villain, all in one. Supreme Court starts debating about the loan forgiveness program tomorrow. They start hearing arguments. It is that special time that we've all been waiting for to see what y'all gonna do, right? Y'all gonna forgive these loans or what? So president's trying to exercise some power. We'll see how that goes. But yes, that is my hero / villain. And then I do have one true villain. The University of Texas system is getting rid of all DEI policies. The University of Texas system is getting rid of all DEI policies. That is insane. Villain of the week. Boom. There you go. And Jeff now has the picture up. Hopefully everyone signed out of the show by now. So hey, all I would say is that guy, I had no problems back then. I was like, yo, this is how my hair looks. My sister tried to do my hair. It turned out crazy. We gonna keep that joint moving.
Why are y'all so petty? Talking about
zoom in. Hey, you see it with no smile, nothing, just straight look. Hey. Right? I had beeswax, black gel, S curl gone wrong.
I don't know if there's a memory of high school that I can come up with, or a picture of me and from high school that is remotely embarrassing enough to share. I think probably college me has more embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
But that was also a time where we wasn't taking pictures. So I can't even share college me with the streets.
Hey, yo, it to me, this is I think for the most part, there's not too many things out there that I would be like horrified about. I would laugh about it, definitely. And I'm not going to constantly wear it as like a badge. I'm not going to get a shirt made or not, but I'm not afraid of it. It's like, yeah. I was definitely out there rocking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think I kind of got to agree with Chantel here. It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, you can't really see it in great detail.
Yeah,
Though,
like
so.
I need to see. I mean, it's a couple strangly things over here on the right
Oh
side.
no! It looked crazy. Trust me, it looked crazy. It looked crazy.
Like
But
if
I
I am
rocked it.
going to scour for since you have done the fun part and shared this moment with us, I will look for a subsequent moment to share with the world as well.
Please do. I
I
think
I have to think about what I would deem. I don't know. Candace will help me figure this thing out because she didn't know me in high school, knew me in college. I guess if you knew me in college and there's something of value floating around in the streets,
hey,
share it with me.
Chantel said she was expecting it to be fried. What is that? Fried,
Fried,
died,
died,
and
and laid
laid.
to the
So
side.
hey, I will tell you this. I'm more ashamed of when I went and got a prom haircut and had the Beijing outline. It went to Six Flags the next day. It had black stuff all over my face. Right? I thought that was more crazy. Legit that Beijing outline where people got that hard line, that hard defined outline. Hell no. I'm more offended by that. Oh my gosh. I had that cut. It was like, yo, look at the points. Look at the points. Look at the outline. Went to
Man.
Six Flags the next day and was sweating. And somebody was like, yo, your joint, is a little drip. Looked like I had a little tattoo, like I'd have murdered somebody because I had Beijing on my face.
So you was at Six Flags looking like this?
Yeah, legit. That was me. Is he going to the prom? That Beijing. Hey, everybody used the Beijing. Hey, why we went out? We went out like 2 weeks ago. We was at a restaurant. The dude this waiter walked past, had the hard Beijing. I was like, they still selling Beijing in 2023?
Fam.
People still getting this Beijing out like hell
I think
no.
now people are rocking like barbers will do it's not a it's, so if you barbers today will do like a synthetic hair.
Yeah.
So it's
Ricky
not necessarily like, I don't know what
Smiley
these
got a
dudes
little
are
bit.
with the spray
Yeah.
stuff. But like my barber tried to spray. I was going to a gala. My barber's like, yo, I'm gonna hook it up or whatever. So he hit the synthetic hair on the tape to sharpen it up. And I got home and I looked at it in the mirror. Candace was like, why is your hair? And I was like, what? And I literally went and washed it all. I was like, it for some people, they like the look. Your boy can't rock that. Your boy can't rock that.
Just be who you are, man. Just be who you are.
And who I am right now ain't gonna be bald, so we're not gonna go there. Maybe in a year.
Hey, if I ever get the Friar Tuck or the George Jefferson, that's a wrap. I'm telling you right now.
I told my barber 2 weeks ago. I said I'm gonna get her to install my unit.
I know, I told you before. I gave my barber specific directions that if a bald spot starts to appear, just cut it all off. Just cut it off. I will redefine myself as a bald man. I will use the car ride home in silence to mourn my hair.
Your boy ain't ready.
In life. You know what I'm saying?
Your boy ain't ready.
Hey.
All right. So for me, man, Hero. I think I just got Hero this week, man. I saw. Okay. I was on Twitter before we started the show. They were talking about Zoe Saldana as being the only actress that has starred in $3 billion movies. With
what, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Avatar 1.
Okay.
Guardians. No, Avatar 1, Avengers,
Infinity War,
and Avatar 2.
Avatar 2 will hit $1 billion?
So either it's Avatar 2 or no, Avatar 2 is on the way. So she'll be the first one to have 4, right? Or hell, right now she's the first one to have 3, because I want to say it's Avatar, Endgame, and Avatar Avengers, and I think Guardians 1, and I think Avatar 2.
Where is it? Where is it? Avatar, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Yeah, I think it's both Avengers. Both Avengers, she was in Hit a Billy.
That makes sense.
So she is the first actress to star in 3 movies that have hit a Billy. Dang. And so, the premise of the whole post was like, yo, we're not talking enough about her. And now, granted, is some of this the movie, or is this, but like, you can't keep getting these roles if you ain't good in them. So, right. First actress to jump on 3. Yeah. No, that's dope. That's super dope. We do need to celebrate more things like that. So Zoe Saldana, right? Doing her thing. Zoe Saldana. So that's it, man. That's all I got, bro. Hey, man, Drumline then is like, because we were talking about Nick Cannon being like a mega producer, like in like behind the scenes, he's making a lot of money as well, right? That just reminds me that in Drumline, they were 2 up and coming actors, right? Mm-hmm. And now they're like killing the game. That's what's up. I forgot she was in that. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I said Tasha said Nick set her up. I can't be mad about it, man. I mean, they get money. They get money out here. Nick, hold on. Because who else was in that? Game for that show? For Drumline? Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Jason Weaver was in there, and Jason Weaver don't age. He's been in a bunch of stuff. Jason Weaver been the same dude his whole life. Jason Weaver. Who else was in Drumline? Anybody else? I always get Drumline mixed with Stomp the Yard, and it starts turning off. Stomp the Yard was awkward. Stomp the Yard was awkward. I can see that. Was it awkward because you're a part of a fraternity? Hold on. No. I'm thinking about the other movie. What was the one where Chris Brown? Was it Chris Brown? Yeah, that's Stomp the Yard. He slid across the stage and landed on his hand. Yeah, he did the thing. Like, here we go. We're going down a rabbit hole. I blame you. That movie. What was the name of that movie? That was Stomp the Yard. No, you sure that was Stomp the Yard? I think I just couldn't get over that moment, right? Like, the dude was street dancing, somehow got caught up in some mess with him. Somebody got shot. I'm surprised you didn't have a problem with the TNT thing. That like it was too much. It was too much. Datas. It was too much. It was like, give me semi-realistic, right? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Hey, there were some parts of that movie that were like, okay. That's what I'm saying. And so when my man in the middle of a step show, everything slows down, and then they pull him and he hit the thing. I'm like, to bring it back full circle, it's some moments in movies like that you feel like code switched for Hollywood, where you're like, what? What's going on? Oh, it's the Wolf Pack. The Wolf Pack is out there. Like, all right, okay, all right. Wolf Pack. The Wolf Pack is so was too much. It was too deadly. Much. No, I'm sorry. I don't believe in TNT this time. Or Neo as a step leader. Because wasn't he in that? Wasn't Neo one of the dudes? And then it was I don't know all these people. I don't know. It's Columbus Short, Neo. It was somebody else that was on there too. That was like a little strange. I can't remember. Talking about You Got Served. I don't remember that movie either. Like I remember the title. Don't remember. You Got movie. Served is a movie that gets worse year after year. The later and later you watch that movie, it's like, oh, this was this movie. Oh God, that movie was trash. You Got Served with Omarion and Marcus Houston. Go home, Roger. Yeah, nah, it was a pretty bad movie. It was a pretty bad movie. Little Saint. They did a dance battle to honor Little Saint, who was gunned down. Why? Why are we doing a dance battle for that? It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. I think one of these days I'll give you a list of my worst movies of all time. I keep a list.
if we end up having to do a worst movie list, then we have to do it almost Christmas movie draft style, where we keep one-upping each other until we get to the most ultimate worst movie out there.
Hey, let me tell you something. You Got Served is on the list.
You Got Served is up there, but Keisha just brought up Honey, and that's not far behind. It's like somewhere in that ecosystem of like, oh, okay.
I think the worst movie of all time that I never saw, I would have to give it to that. What's it called? Yiggly, the movie with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, no. Somehow, long time ago, we went to the movies. I don't know how I got these trailers mixed up, but we went to go see this movie called Secondhand Lions with Anthony Hopkins, and it was god awful, dreadful.
Well, hold on. Soul Plane, I think, is a bad movie. It just continues to age as a cult classic.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't think we could put Soul Plane on the list because it just come on and you find yourself getting trapped in the vortex of watching it.
Have you seen the trailer for that new Winnie the Pooh movie? That's a horror movie.
No.
It's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And it looks horrible.
I would go see the third iteration of Magic Mike before.
I keep wondering why they keep making these movies. I haven't seen any of them. And I'm like,
you know why?
What?
And it ain't because we going to see it.
That's like, I don't understand. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I don't, whatever, Yeah. Puppet masters.
Man, we made it. Mama, we made it.
We made it to the end. We made it the whole hour. Congratulations.
Hard hour. Hey, man, thank y'all so much, man. This was a good show. Code switching. Got a bunch of random content out there. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Who the hell knows what we're going to talk about next week? Probably bring it back to what's current.
Hey, we got a lot of good stuff going on. Hopefully we'll have an update about the Supreme Court and how some of the no, you don't want to talk about it, Jeff?
I mean, no, we can talk about it. I think we know how this is going to go.
I don't know. I think Amy Coney Barrett has shown a willingness to be like, nah, I think the president has the power here. And I can't imagine a place where conservatives would not jump on the ability to apply executive powers to the presidential office even more so. It's weird, but it seems like they're kind of hell-bent on that. So
the one thing we have noticed is that the Supreme Court will apply political power as it suits them, pending who's in office making said policy.
Very true. Very true. We'll just see.
So anyway, thank y'all, man. Great show. Hey, it's good to have old friends back in the chat. Chantel, thank you for coming. Keisha, glad you're back. Tasha, as always, love having you on. Love having you in the chat. Daniel, always good to see you, brother. I'm not going through Mama. Obviously, we love you. Thank you for watching. Dad, always appreciate you watching the show, man. Y'all make sure y'all pop on back in here next Monday.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Jeff.
I'm Carrie. No, I was just saying thanks. Peace out, y'all.
Drunk Mondays, baby.